Welcome to the product tutorials on permission sets defining the data usage and permission sets defining different roles. I'm now logged into the Replicon system. Let's first look at how do permission sets determine what data users can access. Now each permission set is defined by one or more roles. Roles determine the implicit and explicit permissions, which in turn determine what features and data a user can access in Replicon. Let's look at these two terms, implicit and explicit permissions. Implicit permissions are the ones that are granted based on the type of permission set the user is assigned to and by the user type selected within that set if at all applicable. If you can see here, any user assigned a user type permission set has the implicit ability to modify their own user settings. No special permission needs to be selected for them to have this ability. Coming over to user types, if the project resource user type is enabled within the project set, the user can be assigned to the projects in the team section. There is no option associated with this ability that needs to be explicitly enabled. Moving over to explicit permissions. Explicit permissions are the ones that are configured explicitly. That is, each permission is represented by an option in the permission set that you can enable or disable depending on your requirement. As you can see here, I can enable or disable the options as per my requirement. Now let's move on to the next section. How are multiple roles defined by one permission set? As you see here, most permission sets define permissions for one role. For example, anyone assigned to an administrator permission will be an administrator by default. However, there are two types of permission set that correspond to multiple roles. One is project management and the other is the user type. Let's take up the example of project management. The project management defines three certain roles. One is a project manager, one is a client manager, and the other one is a program manager. You can enable more than one role within each permission set of these types. For example, you can create a permission set with the project manager and client manager enabled and the program manager disabled depending on your requirement or the role that you would like to assign to that particular user. Thank you for watching the video. Did you know that apart from calling us, emailing us, or chatting with us, we have introduced a new way for you to get in touch with Replicon. This way is called Replicon Community. For that, just go to Customer Zone on the Replicon page and click on Community. You can register here or you can sign in if you're already a member and start posting your queries or questions. One of our product management team members or Replicon representative will get in touch with you through Community immediately.